Good afternoon, and thank you for starting the week with us. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Let's get you started on this Monday. Residents in Saline County will notice some construction in the area as officials broke ground this morning to restore a piece of history. The event marks a new chapter of restoration for the historic Old River Bridge. It was first constructed back in 1891. The groundbreaking ceremony for the new construction kicked off at 10 o'clock this morning, and members of the public came out to witness the celebration. Now, the Tennessee Department of Transportation announced the closure of I-55 Mississippi Bridge over the weekend. That closure expected to last for about 2 weeks for construction. Closures will be in both directions starting at the Bridgeport Road exit. The road work should wrap up by Sunday, March 24th. Now back here in Central Arkansas, where we have meteorologist Simone Thomas, we are starting off this work week coming off a beautiful weekend, although it's a bit chilly. It's sunny outside, and I'm happy about that, Simone.
Yeah, we had a cool start to the morning, starting out in the 30s, but we're already starting to warm up to the lower 60s. As you can see behind me or now on your screen, we are seeing some clouds moving in across the southern half of the state. So yesterday we had blue, clear, sunny skies. We are going to have to deal with a few clouds today. Again, temperatures in the lower to middle 60s by this point in the morning. As we continue through the day, we'll see a mix of clouds and sun. So we saw more sun to start today. We'll see a few more clouds to wrap up the day as we go into the evening, looking to see more of those clearing skies. Temperatures today, though, looking to peak in the middle to upper 60s, looking to get to around 67 here in the metro. Now, in that 7-day, a few things we're talking about. We got a few days that are going to be nice like this, but active weather returns at the end of the week. That's going to be the talking point that in that forecast. So make sure you stay with us. I'll have all of the details on the week ahead and how long we can expect to see the sunshine.
All right, thank you, Simone. We're turning now to an open, ongoing investigation in Jonesboro. Police are searching for answers into a deadly shooting from over the weekend. Officers responded to reports of gunfire at a party just before 5 o'clock Sunday morning. After arriving, authorities found 3 people dead and reported 5 others injured. If you were in the area or have information that could help the investigation, you're urged to contact police. Also developing at noon, the body of a missing man was found floating in the Arkansas River on Sunday. The remains of this man, Andrew Hutchison, was discovered after being missing for nearly a month. His body was taken to the Arkansas State Crime Lab, where officials are working to determine a cause of death. Hutchison's family say the last time they saw him was on February 12th in Jonesboro. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders will soon return to Arkansas following a trip to South Korea. While she was overseas last week, the governor met with the mayor of Hanam City, which happens to be a sister city with Little Rock. Sanders signed a document that pledges to help strengthen ties with the two cities. And she was also given a tour of the headquarters of a steel wire company. Now, while she was out of town, crowds could be seen gathering at the state capitol for a rally over reproductive rights. The group Arkansans for Limited Government joined with other groups who are behind a proposal that could put abortion access to a vote in November. Now, in order to do that, they would need to collect 90,000 signatures by July. They were met by opposing group Arkansas Right to Vote, who is pushing against the proposal. Major funding cuts are happening against the state that will have an impact on educational cooperatives. The co-ops are used to help aid both teachers and students with their studies. However, state officials made them aware of a significant funding decrease to happen over the summer. The Secretary of Education, Jacob Oliva, says the states need to reevaluate funds if they aren't seeing a return on investment. In your Eclipse Central, more organizations are amping up their preparations for the highly anticipated event that will take place on April 8th. Arkansas Tech University going above and beyond to make sure they're prepared. The school is now offering prime viewing spots available for rental on campus. Proceeds will go toward supporting student organizations. They're also working to get started on their emergency response training. Now, making sure everyone is prepared to witness the event is the goal of organizers at the Museum of Discovery. Together, they work to create a social story for children with autism, one that will better explain what they can expect on April 8th.
Social stories help prepare individuals for new experiences or new events. And so for someone who has autism, something as historic as the total solar eclipse can be pretty, it can be stress inducing. It can affect, impact their routine.
Some parents say the illustration made it easier to explain big events like the solar eclipse. Well, the stage is being set for who will face off in the race for president this November. Nicole Scanga checks in with who and what, and a look at how things are heating up on the campaign trail.
President Biden heads to New Hampshire today, the next stop in a month-long campaign blitz that started Friday in Pennsylvania.
Well, I've never been more optimistic about our future. I mean that sincerely.
Over the weekend, the president was in Atlanta, warning voters that democracy is at stake in this year's election.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans are trying to take our freedoms away.
At the same time, 70 miles away in Rome, Georgia, former President Trump held his first rally since Nikki Haley suspended her campaign. He urged supporters to vote tomorrow in the state where he faces criminal charges for his alleged role in failed efforts to overturn 2020 election results in Georgia.
They're trying to take us out, and it's not going to work.
Trump mocked President Biden's lifelong stutter, the latest taunt in a string of insults flung at his rival.
I'm going to bring the country together.
Denounced by disability advocates as bullying, he also attacked writer E. Jean Carroll, running the risk of another defamation case.
I just posted a $91 million bond, $91 million, on a fake story, totally made up story.
Trump is appealing the verdict, one of at least half a dozen civil and criminal cases taking some of his attention as the 2024 campaign season gets into full swing. Nicole Scanga, CBS News, Washington.
Well, chaos unraveling in Haiti has led to an extended state of emergency, which will last until the end of the month. This comes as powerful gangs try to overtake the country's government. Over the weekend, U.S. military airlifted non-essential embassy personnel out of the country. The Caribbean nation is teetering on the brink of collapse amid growing calls for Prime Minister Ariel Henry to step down. And leaders from South Florida's Haitian community held a news conference in North Miami to talk about solutions and what they'll like to see happen in their homeland. They have a list of what they'll like to see happen to put an end to the crisis.
We are asking the U.S. to heed the call of the Haitian people. No U.S. sponsored led intervention, no Kenya intervention. Kenya has its own problem. Let go of Ariel Henry, stop the flow of weapons to Haiti, and support and heed the cause of the Haitian people.
Now they hope showing up as one voice will show unity and get the ear of the Biden-Harris administration. Tensions remain high amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in minutes while Israeli leaders are pushing back against the U.S.
And it's definitely feeling like spring on this Monday afternoon, but how long do we get to enjoy it? I'll have that answer for you after this break.